Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 14, Episode 6 of Eldritch Horror, and we're playing Atlach-Natcha in the Return to the Dreamlands. We had a great turn 5. Lots of cool things happened. We've got Daryl Simmons, the photographer, back from the Dreamlands, back from Lost in Time and Space, positioned to close out the active rumor before it's too late. We'll have our bounty hunter, Tony Morgan, making his way off to close off the sleeper of Nakai for our active mystery. And then finally, our lawyer, George Barnaby, going to go down to his dream quest in the underworld. So let's get to it. Before we start, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press. Check out our bookstore. Link down in the description. Lots of great books on Cthulhu. Really appreciate your guys' support. We have a Patreon if you're inclined to join the team Pontos Fathom. Lots of cool material out there. I've been posting these play schedules for the gameplay as well as for miniatures, so you can go check those out. And finally, absolutely being here, watching the video, play the video through, put a playlist on and play it all the way through. Really helps with the algorithm. Liking and subscribing helps as well. And if you ring the bell, you can get notified when we're online and can join in on the fun. So let's jump into turn number 6. We're going to start out with George Barnaby. He is going to see, he's already healed up pretty well. I'll have him grab a token. And he will also move down to the underworld, and he'll do that dream quest on his encounter phase. Daryl Simmons, the photographer, he needs to go do some research encounters. But actually, since he's on this spot, he's going to close the active rumor, and then he can go to do these research encounters next turn. I believe I'll have him rest once to heal up. And he can also grab a train ticket. He's in a city here. Yeah, so he'll also grab a train ticket just so he can make it quickly back from Istanbul. Next up, we have the bounty hunter, Tony Morgan. He can go ahead and I'll have him grab a boat token, and he will make it all the way to Arkham, and he'll do the Arkham expedition encounter there. So okay, so that's going to wrap it up for our actions phase. Let's move into our encounters phase. We'll start out with George Barnaby, the lawyer, and his dream quest in the Dreamlands. So these are really great. I think these are the greatest of the cards. These are so cool with the key to the dream. These are definitely unique. And the thing is, when you play these side expansion boards, you really want to use the key materials as much as possible, right? So you've got these dream quests. We've got our encounter cards for the cities, but it goes so fast. I mean, it's kind of like really endless play with this Eldritch Horror. It says the underworld. As you ascend the peaks of Thok, you hear gurgling voices ahead of you. You are certain that there are ghouls nearby, and it takes all of your resolve to keep moving forward. So he's got to roll a test to see which one we do. And this is going to be with his... If you pass, you ascend... No, it says passes. A decrepit form lunges toward you. A ghoul monster ambushes you. A ghoul monster ambushes you. A ghoul monster. So I think I have the ghoul monster set aside. So here's a ghoul. And the ghoul is going to encounter him. So he needs to roll his strength test here. And he also gets to get a plus from this. Oh, he just got a funding condition. By the way, I didn't check that. And he cannot be delayed. So let's have him go ahead and roll this. And he gets a hit on that ghoul, and the ghoul is taken out of the game. He passes the test. You steal an object from that ghoul, and you keep it in a moldy canvas bag. So he gains 1 artifact from this ghoul encounter. Let's put him back to the side here as instructed. We'll get the ghoul artifact. We get 1 artifact from this encounter with the ghoul, and I want to have it to be one from the thematically from our set. So we're just kind of looking at the corners of the cards, not the actual card. If I can't find one, I'll just take a random one. I'm looking. Oh, the first one is I get the Crystallizer of Dreams. Magical Teamwork, it's called. Okay, that's weird. And it says the Crystallizer of Dreams. Once per round during the action phase, you may trade any number of conditions, focus, improvement tokens with any other investigator on any other space. Wow, that is powerful. So that is cool. So let's have him take advantage of that. The Dream Quest moves to the moon. And I might just have him go back to close off these gates here. Maybe our lawyer, George Barnaby, is becoming the lawyer of the Dreamlands, and he's just going to go ahead and... He's got a Dalethleen encounter he can do again. Again, an Ulthor encounter can happen. And then he can come back to the moon and do that dream quest. So I think those dream quests are helpful. Let's have our photographer, Daryl Simmons, take the doorway to Tuonela. And it says, as an encounter, the investigator on Space 14 may look for Tuonela. And he's going to do that. And he'll roll a test here. If he passes, you can spend clues to resolve this rumor. So, okay. So he will spend these 3 clues and solve this active rumor. So this gets to be closed. We can put this token back and drop the clues back here and discard. And okay, so that's going to do it for... He also gets to do a research encounter because there's a clue here. Oh no, there's not a clue here. That's just a research. That's just the active rumor. So no research encounter, but he will do those on the next turn. And then we'll go to Tony Morgan. Tony Morgan is off to do his expedition in Arkham. It says, Arkham, you descend into a series of tunnels hidden beneath Arkham's old cemetery. The stonework indicates these twisting passageways are as old as the city itself. You search the dark hills looking for some indication of their purpose. And so he gets to roll his observation. And he gets a pass. If you pass, you find papers linking the city's founders to witchcraft. Gain 1 incantation spell. The document hints at a coming doom. So he can make a lore test. If you pass, advance the active mystery by 1. Oh no, we've got active mystery advanced twice. Does that mean we're on the 3rd active mystery without even doing it? I think so. So we're actually on active mystery 3. Yeah, if you fail, nope, didn't fail. So I looked that up. I believe we're actually on the 3rd active mystery. So we're just moving the clock ahead. So something like that. So it's really just taking away active mysteries that we have to complete. So this has been a pretty cool for us. I will move the active mystery now to Tunguska, and we already moved the dream quest, and that's going to do it for our encounters phase. Let's move into the mythos phase. Mythos phase, we advance the clock, the omen track advances. We do get to advance doom down to 7. We have a monster surge at the 2-3 gates that are open, so this could be painful here. So we get a spawn of Selak, child of the goat, We get the proto-Shoggoth and a warlock, and we get a witch and a avian thrall in relief. And so keep going on this one. We also spawn 2 clues. Spawning 2 clues. Monster Surge, spawn 2 clues. We get 21 and 9. So 9 is here. That's good. We get that one. And 21 is down here. And then our Mythos card reads, Gate Burst. The arcane forces you used to seal the portals to other worlds have proved insufficient to the task. The tears in reality have ripped open again, worse than ever, and the horrors that you had driven back are now pointed to return. The horrors you have driven back are now poised to return. So Gate Burst event, spawn a number of gates from the discard pile as indicated by the reference card. If there are no gates in the discard pile, spawn 1 gate instead. So we just spawned a gate because we shuffled those back in. And we have a gate open on Istanbul. Now we have so many gates open, it's frightening. Let's go ahead and get a monster for this gate, and we get the Flying Polyp on Istanbul. And that is going to do it for turn number 6. Can discard this one. And I will put an indicator to remind me it's turn 7 when we come back. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next turn. Bye-bye.